Hello students, I am Kinjal Parmar. Welcome back to the video lecture series of Digital Fundamentals. Today we will discuss binary adders. So let's start with the definition of binary adders. This binary adder is basically a digital circuit which is used to perform addition. This binary adder is basically a digital circuit which is used to perform addition of binary numbers. Here we have two types of adder, that is binary serial adder and binary parallel adder. Binary serial adder means a adder in which addition are performed bitwise but one bit at a time. Okay, here data is transferred serially, that means one bit at a time, and binary parallel adder means data is transmitted parallelly over here, that means all bits are sent into the inputs and we have an output accordingly. So this binary serial adder which performs addition bitwise serially and we have a result serially. In binary parallel adder all bits are entered at the same time, so we have an output parallelly. So let's discuss about this binary serial adder and parallel adder. Here we have a binary serial adder. Binary serial adders basically perform addition bitwise and bits are transferred serially. Okay, here bits are transferred serially, so one by one bits are entered into this one full adder, and according to that we have a sum and carry output. To perform addition of n bit we have to use one half adder. Okay, using only one half adder we can perform addition of any number of bits in a binary serial adder. So this binary serial adder is basically time consuming because as we have a more number of data, so to perform addition we required more time. So here we have a basic block diagram of binary serial adder. Here we have a two number ai and bi. If we have a previous carry, so we can add them, so it is represented like ci minus 1. Here we have a sum bit si and here we have our carry bit, that is ci. Okay, so here whenever we want to perform any bit of addition, so one by one all bits are entered over here and we have a sum and carry, and if we have any previous carry, so it is also added over here, so here we have a sum and carry. So this is binary serial adder. Next we have a binary parallel adder. Binary parallel adder means a adder circuit in which data are entered parallelly. Okay, so all inputs are entered at the same time, so to perform addition of n bit, here we have to use n full adder or says one half adder and n minus 1 full adder. Okay, or we can use only n full adder to perform addition of n bits. Okay, so this binary parallel adder is basically less time consuming compared to this binary serial adder. Okay, in a binary parallel adders we have a serial says series chain of full adder. Okay, and all bits are entered over here at the same time and we have a produced answer. Okay, so here we have a logical diagram of binary parallel adder. Okay, here we have a example for 4-bit binary parallel adder. Okay, this is 4-bit binary parallel adder. So to perform addition of 4-bit, here we have to use 4 full adder. Okay, so this is full adder. Here we can enter a data A0, B0, then here A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, B3, and here this performs the addition. Okay, A0, B0 is entered over here, so it calculate addition and then we have a sum bits, and if there is a carry, so we can forward that carry into the next bit, right? This is how we can perform addition of 4 bits. If in a last stage we have a carry, so this carry is forwarded to the next bit. Okay, so here in a second stage addition of A1, B1 C1 and C0 is occurred. So here we have a sum bit, and if there is a carry, so it is forwarded to the next bit. Okay, so this is our 4-bit binary parallel adder. So this is how this binary parallel adder works. Okay, next we have a adder which is carry look ahead adder. Okay, this carry look ahead adder, why this carry look ahead adder required? So to perform addition of any bit numbers, okay, to perform addition of any bits number, we can use this binary parallel adder. Okay, but in a binary parallel adder we have a series chain of this full adder. Okay, we have a series chain of this full adders. Now here to calculate a sum bit of next stage, we have to use carry of a previous stage. Okay, whenever we have to calculate sum bit of a next stage, we have to use carry of a previous stage. Okay, so it is necessary to calculate a carry bit of a previous stage, then and only then we can calculate sum bit of a next stage. Okay, so it is necessary to calculate carry bit previously, okay, for a previous bit, then we can forward it to the next level. Okay, so whenever we want to calculate sum bit S1, so it is necessary to use carry C0. For S2 we have to use C1, and for C1 we have to depend on C0. Okay, so for every next level of a sum bit we have to wait for a previous bit. Okay, so in a binary parallel adder we have to wait for a next sum bit for a previous carry bit. Okay, for a next sum bit we have to use previous carry bit. So whenever we perform 4-bit addition, so for a 4-bit addition we have to wait for a C0, C1, C2 carry bits. Okay, so to calculate all sum bit, this S1 depends on a C0, S2 depends on a C1, C0, S3 depends on a C2, C1, C0. Okay, so in a binary parallel adder we have to use previous carries. Okay, so whenever we have a more number of bits, this propagation delay of a carry is larger. Okay, this whenever we have a 4 bits, so this propagation delay of a carry, or says carry propagation time, is basically less. But whenever we have a more number of bits, so this carry propagation delay make our system worst. Okay, so here we have this types of adder in which we can calculate carry beforely. Okay, we can calculate carry previously, and with the same stage of sum bits we can add that carry bits. Okay, so this concept is known as a carry look ahead adder. Okay, this carry look ahead adder is basically adder in which we can calculate carry bits separately, and then we can add them for this sum bits. Okay, so this carry look ahead adder works on a carry propagation delay. Okay, so it reduces, or says it eliminates the carry propagation delay, and it calculates carry separately for this addition of any bits number. Okay, so how it works, this carry of a previous stage, okay, carry of a previous stage does not depends on a next stage. Okay, carry of a previous stage, or says carry of a next stage does not depends on a previous stage. If we calculate carry separately, and if we make a carry of a next state independent of a previous state, so we can calculate carry bits separately, and then we can add that bit in a sum bits. Okay, so to calculate sum bit, it is necessary to calculate our carry bit separately. Okay, so this makes our carry look ahead adder faster than any other adders, because it calculates carry and then it is added to the results or for a sum bits. Okay, so this binary parallel adder is basically have this disadvantage of a carry propagation delay, but in a carry look ahead adder we can calculate carry which is does not depends on a previous stage. Okay, that that's why this carry look ahead adder is faster than parallel adder. Okay, so here we have this calculations of carry bits. Okay, so to calculate carry previously, let us define this two parameters. Okay, this two parameter, that is pi, gi. This p is carry propagation and this carry generator. Okay, carry propagation is basically our sum bit, that is ai XOR bi, and this carry propagation bit says carry generator bit gi is equals to ai into bi. Okay, this gi is carry generator and this pi is carry propagation. So here we have two parameters, ai XOR bi and ai into bi. Now we can represent our sum bits S0, S1, S2 in terms of this bits. Okay, so the sum bit and carry bits can be represented in terms of this pi and gi. Okay, Si is equals to pi XOR ci, because sum bit is equals to a XOR b XOR c. Okay, and now a XOR b is calculated from pi. So here we have a Si is equals to pi XOR ci, and for this carry bit c out we have this g plus pi into ci. Okay, gi plus pi into ci. Now here we have this pi and gi is basically carry propagation and carry generator parameters. Okay, so using this sum and carry equations, we can calculate a carry previously, which is depend on a previous stage. Okay, so how we can find out that? So here we have this equation for carry. Okay, so if we calculate the carry separately, so first our input carry C in is equals to our input carry. Okay, now we have our next carry, that is C1 is equals to G0 plus P1 into C in. Now we can calculate C2. Okay, so we can calculate C2 and C2 is represented like G1 plus P2 into C1. Now we have a value of C1, so we can put the value of C1 like this. Okay, so we have a equation of C2 in terms of C0. Okay, here this C2 is not depend on C1, but C2 is again depends on a C0, and same we can calculate equation of C3 and C4. Okay, so we have all the equations, we can put the values of previous carries. Okay, so here all the carries depends only on C0 or says only on the C in. Okay, our carry is depends only on C in and it does not depends on any previous stage. Okay, so here we can calculate C4 which is not depends on C3, C2. We can calculate C4 at the same duration of a C0. Okay, this C4, C3, C2, C1 all can be calculated at the same time as we calculated this C0. Okay, so our C4, C3, C2, C1 is calculated previously with C0, and by considering this we can generate our carry look ahead generator circuit which calculates our carry bits. Okay, so here we have our carry look ahead generator circuits. This can be calculated with this AND XOR gates using this concept. Okay, this is basically generator circuit which is calculated from the equations of the previous carries. Okay, and using this concept we can design this carry look ahead adder. Okay, so here we have this carry generator circuits, and this is basically XOR circuit to calculate the values of Pi and Gi. Okay, so here by mentioning this we can calculate our sum bits and here our output carry. Okay, so this is carry look ahead adder. Now we have another type of adder, that is BCD adder. So let's discuss about BCD adder. This BCD adder is a adder which calculates BCD additions, which take input of a BCD numbers and produced some bit in a BCD format. Okay, produce some bit in a BCD format. So how we can calculate or how we can perform BCD adders? So to perform BCD addition, first we have to apply or says we have to give input of a BCD number. So here this first binary parallel adder is used. Okay, we have to use one binary parallel adder to perform this addition. So here we have a binary sum. Okay, here we have a binary sum. This binary sum may or may not be in a BCD format. Okay, this binary sum will not be always in a BCD format. If our binary sum is not in a BCD format, so we have to convert that binary sum into BCD format. Okay, so we have to use one binary parallel adder to perform this binary sum, and then this binary sum may be valid in BCD or invalid BCD. Okay, so we have to make our invalid or valid BCD binary sum with these additions or with the indications of this carry bits. Okay, so we can add this 6 into our binary sum to make a valid BCD. Okay, if we have a invalid BCD, or says if we have a invalid BCD code, so we can add 6 into binary sum to make them valid. Okay, or if we have any carry out during this BCD addition, so also we have a invalid BCD codes. Okay, so whenever we have a invalid BCD code, so we can make that invalid BCD code valid by adding 6. Okay, so here we have a one condition to add considered for a BCD sum. Okay, here we have a condition for a considerations of addition of a 6. Okay, whenever we have a this invalid BCD, so when our invalid BCD occurs, so for these conditions, if this C is equals to 1, that means we have a invalid BCD, and if we have a C is equals to 0, that means we have a valid BCD. Okay, so when this invalid code is occurred, okay, so for this condition K plus Z8 into Z4 plus Z8 into Z2. Okay, that means if we have a output carry or this Z8 and Z4 bits are equals to 1, that means if we consider this binary sum bits of 8 and 4, so for a binary sum bits, if Z8 and Z4 both are 1 at the same time, that means we have an invalid BCD code. Or if Z8 and Z2 both are 1 at the same time, that means we have an invalid code. Okay, so if we consider this condition, so for these conditions we have an invalid BCD codes occurred, and for that we have to make the correct BCD form by adding 6. Okay, so we can make our BCD values, or says we can correct our BCD sums by adding 6. Okay, if here we use one binary parallel adder, so we can add our BCD numbers, but after addition of BCD numbers we have a binary sum. So this binary sum may or may not be in a valid BCD format. If we have any of these conditions, that means if we have a output carry, this K indicates output carry, or we have a binary sum, that means in which 8 and 4 weight digits are 1 at the same time, that means we have an invalid code. Or says this weight positional 8 and 2 both are 1, that means also we have a invalid BCD code. Okay, so to make them valid we have to add, and if it is valid then we have to nothing to add. Okay, so here we have a this kind of BCD formats. Okay, here we have one example. We write this BCD number, so here we have a 5 plus 6. Okay, so we can add 5 plus 6 in a BCD format. We write a BCD of 5 and 6, so here we have a 1011. Now this 1011 is basically invalid BCD code. Okay, so to make them valid we here add 6. Okay, here we add 6, so here we have a 0 0 0 1 and 1, so this is 1 and 1. So this is how we get our actual answer in a BCD format, that is 11. Okay, so this is how we can perform BCD additions. How we perform this BCD addition with logical diagram? So here we have a logical diagram of BCD adder. Here we have a first binary parallel adder, so we can give input this A and B, both are BCD numbers. So this binary parallel adder generates binary sum which is Z8, Z4, Z2, Z1. Okay, this binary sum is represented with Z8, Z4, Z2, Z1 this binary sum may or may not be valid. Okay, so we have to goes with this addition of 6. Okay, if it is valid, so we have to add 0 with this binary parallel adder, and if this is invalid, so we have to add 6. Okay, so how we check that that is a valid code or invalid code? So using this concept of a C. Okay, so here we make a corrections or correction logic with the equation, which is k plus z8 into z4 plus z8 into z2. Okay, so if any of the AND gate output is equals to 1, so this OR logic will occur with 1, and this is given to here. So here we have a 0 C, a C 0. Okay, so whenever this C is equals to 1, so that means we have an invalid code. So here 0 1 1 0 plus z8 z4 z2 z1, so it adds 6 into our binary sum, so we have a valid code. But if we have a correct BCD code, so any of the AND gate results in a 0. Okay, if we have a valid code, so any of the AND gate results in a 0. So at OR logic we have a 0, so here we connect 0 0 0 0, so 0 is added into our sum, which is our correct BCD sum. Okay, this is how BCD adder works. Whenever we have a invalid code, so here we have a logic which adds 0 1 1 0 in binary sum, and if we have a valid BCD code, so it adds 0 0 0 0 in our binary sum. Okay, so it results our correct BCD sum. So this is how BCD adder works. Thank you.